Hey guys! So today's video is going to be a Amazon chooses my makeup video. I have seen the Google picks my makeup video going around YouTube, and I tried to Google some things, but it was mostly the same things that I've been seeing in other videos, and some of this stuff is similar and some of it is new to me, things that I haven't tried yet, and some are things that I have and like or have and don't like. So this is mostly just to get ready with me, but I will be inserting pictures of whenever I searched on Amazon for a face primer and everything and what came up. So the way I did it was kind of inspired by Manny's video with Google, where I just selected either the first thing that came up or the second, because some things were easier to find than others. So we will just get started. The first thing that I looked up was face primer, and what came up was the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. I have never used this, so I did go out and purchase it. What's funny is that I looked for all this stuff on Amazon and didn't actually purchase any of it on Amazon. Sorry, Amazon. So it's clear, it looks like this. The bottle does have a pump, and it does feel a little like that silicone feeling, which is not what I was expecting for a hydrating primer. I would think that would be more mattifying. I honestly don't know why I went with this one instead of the other one, because they were both e.l.f. choices. The first one was the mineral infused face primer, and then the second one was the hydrating. I don't know if it's just because they didn't have the other one at Walmart. I don't know. Moving on to foundation, the first thing that came up was the Maybelline FitMe foundation, and I already own this and I really, really like it. I think if you're looking for a good drugstore foundation, the FitMe Matte and Poreless, which is what was suggested, is a great option. And I am giving my Flower Beauty sponge a second chance. I used it in one of my last videos and I was not in love with the way that it applies concealer, but I've just tried to make it work. It's not one that I think I'll buy again, but I'm just using it for its entire lifespan. How long do you guys use your beauty sponges before you throw them out? I would really like to know that. So for concealer, the first option that came up was the NYX HD concealer, and I have never tried that, so that probably would have been a good thing for me to buy and try out on camera. But I already had the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, so I was just trying to avoid buying something that I didn't really need. So what I've been doing with the sponge is just like squeezing it so that it makes a point. The good thing about the Maybelline concealer is that it pretty much blends itself in since it has that little sponge tip. It's not super streaky and things whenever you put it on, so I'm just sort of tapping around the edges mostly. And to set all of this down, it was recommended that I use the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I actually have never tried this. I know that this is like a thing that is all over YouTube and people have used it for years and love it. So this is the first time also that I've been able to find just the translucent one. This is the translucent extra coverage. I don't know what that means in comparison to the regular translucent one. But every time I go and look for this, because I've wanted to try it for a really long time, it's always like honey beige or something that is way too dark for me. So I'm excited to try this out. Wow, that is a smell. And then I have it just on my sponge and I'm gonna just pat it. Oh wow, it smells so grandma. Wow. Oh, I hope that smell goes away. Oh. Just taking this little setting brush from Real Techniques and just sweeping away any excess powder. I already feel like it's a little drying on my under eyes. I don't know if maybe I just used too much, or I shouldn't have used it with a sponge and I should have just dusted it on with a brush. I don't know. For brows, again, this is why I chose the second one instead of the first one, because I already own the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer, and I love this brow pencil. Oh wow. Mine doesn't twist up anymore. That means it's almost gone. Hopefully we can make it through. Okay, so this brow pencil is done. It does not twist up anymore, and I feel like I barely had enough left to actually do my brows. Luckily, the brow gel that was recommended was the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel, and I do already own this as well. And this is a tinted brow gel that is supposed to last for like 2 days. It does not. It comes off with makeup remover just like any other brow product. And I feel like it's kind of messy. Okay, my brows are on and very strong, and now we're going to move on to the rest of the face. For bronzer, I don't feel like it was any surprise that the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula was the recommended product on Amazon. You guys know how much I love this bronzer already, so I'm very happy to be applying it to my face. It always smells so good. And I'm also really happy that I was finally able to get my hands on the palette that just came out with the bronzer, butter bronzer, a butter blush, and 2 of the butter highlighters. And I'm very excited to use that. It's hard for me to not use it today, but it was not recommended by Amazon. And another thing that was no surprise to me whatsoever was the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, another favorite of the internet and of mine. I just think this blush never looks bad. It goes with almost anything, and I am obsessed with it. And I think it's crazy that it's been so popular for so long. For the highlighter, I was kind of surprised by this one, and I'm not sure if it's just because like some things aren't available on Amazon, and it seems like the same brands like e.l.f. and Maybelline and Milani seem to come up multiple times. But the highlighter suggestion was the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls, and I've never tried this. It looks really pretty and like it would be a good color for me, or someone that's really fair. But I feel like nothing comes off on the brush, so let's just see. It looks really good on camera and very shiny, but up close I feel like it is really emphasizing my pores. And hopefully some setting spray will fix that. However, I did not remember to search for setting spray, so I'm just using a random one. Okay, I honestly don't know if that actually helped with the texture issue, but we're gonna move on to eyeshadow. So whenever I searched for eyeshadow palette, because I figured that would be the most convenient thing to search for, not just eyeshadow, like I just want it all in one palette, the 2 palettes that came up looked very similar to 2 palettes that I already own. So the first one is from the brand Beauty Glazed, and it is a 35 color eyeshadow palette. And then the second one is the LA Girl Beauty Brick Eyeshadow Nudes. So I don't know about you guys, but the first one looks very similar to the Jaclyn Hill palette. Like basically all the same colors. The second one looks very similar to the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette with all of the rosy colors. So I'm not going to use that one. I would rather just use my Jaclyn Hill palette because there are more options. And I have done a look using both of those palettes, and I'll have those linked for you if you want to see that. But with this palette, I'm just going to do something really simple because it's not so much about the eye makeup today. So just something neutral and easy. So for the crease, I'm going to take this peachy color right here and put that in the crease. Did I already say that? I think I did. I'm sorry, my palette is from Morphe's website from like the original launch. So I have a little card with the color names on it, but I don't have it in front of me. And I know if you buy this palette now, it has the names of the shades like either on the back or in actually like under the pans. So sorry, I don't know any names. And just to warm that up a little bit, I'm going to take this more mustard shade and keep blending the crease. For all over the lid, I'm just going to use my finger and take this gold shade. And just to deepen up the outer corner a little bit, I'm going to take this brown shade right here mixed with this one right next to it, that's a little more red. And just tap that right in the outer corner. Another thing that I didn't look up was eyeliner, and I haven't been using eyeliner really all that much, so I'm just going to move on to the lower lash line, and I'm just going to take that mustard color and just run that along the whole lower lash line. And then I'm going to take this brown shade that I used in the outer corner and just put that on the outer portion of my lower lash line as well. For the brow bone, I'm going to use this first shade in the palette and just put that right underneath my brow. For the inner corner highlight, I'm going to go back with the e.l.f. highlighter and see how that works on the eyes. I just feel like I am like really scraping into this and nothing happens. I don't know. It's a cheap highlighter, but I don't feel like it looks any better since I sprayed my face. So I'm not in love with it. To finish up the eyes, I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is another thing that I'm kind of surprised that I haven't tried yet because I'm a mascara freak, addict, whatever you want to call it. And this one seems to be really popular, so we're gonna find out. So this is the wand. It is very large, but it's a pretty standard bristle. It's not a plastic wand, and yeah, nothing like insanely special looking about it. So yeah, carbon black. For it to be labeled the Carbon Black Mascara, I don't feel like it's the blackest black that it could be, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like my lashes are separated, but they just look very natural. Just a little bit darker. They don't look like big and voluminous and black. So kind of underwhelmed with the Carbon Black mascara. Okay, I've been messing with this mascara for longer than I want to admit, and I'm just really not satisfied with it at all. So yeah, don't really see what the hype's about with that. So the first thing that came up whenever I searched for liquid lipsticks was the liquid Catsuit from Wet n Wild. It did suggest the like mocha color, but I just want to wear this one with my outfit today. Kind of goes. So yeah, I love this formula. It stays on really well, and it's not super uncomfortable for a liquid lipstick, and I just really like this color also. And I forgot to tell you the shade. This one is called Flame of the Game. And I just love how bright and red orange it is. So yeah guys, that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was fun to search for all the different things that I use on my face and see what was recommended by Amazon. I thought this was really fun and helped me to decide what I wanted to use. Sometimes that's hard to choose whenever you have so many things, and this was just fun. So if you guys want to see another video like this, like maybe you guys pick, like maybe I have 2 things that I own and I do like a survey on Instagram or something, that sounds really fun, so I might try that sometime in the future. Let me know if you would be interested in that at all. I'll have everything below that I purchased linked to Amazon, to be fair. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. My cat is throwing up on the floor right now. Ew.